every single day, you believe you are making conscious, independent choices about your life and your future. But what if I told you that the layout of your room is actually deciding what you eat and how you work? Psychologists call this invisible force choice architecture, and it is the silent hand that guides your every move. We like to think our willpower is a muscle, but in reality, it is a finite resource that drains quickly. When your environment is cluttered or filled with distractions, your brain has to work twice as hard to stay focused. The path of least resistance is the path your brain will almost always choose, regardless of your long-term goals. If a healthy snack is hidden in the back of the fridge, you will likely grab the chips on the counter. This is not a failure of character. It is a predictable response to the physical cues surrounding you right now. Human beings are highly visual creatures, and our brains prioritize information that is immediately apparent to our eyes. A famous study in a hospital cafeteria showed that simply moving water bottles closer to the registers increased sales drastically. The customers didn't suddenly become more health conscious. They simply reacted to the change in their physical environment. You can use this same principle to hack your own habits by making good behaviors more visible. If you want to practice guitar, put the instrument in the middle of your living room instead of the closet. By increasing the visual prominence of your goals, you reduce the mental friction required to actually start them. Conversely, you must hide the items that lead to your bad habits to make them harder to access. When your phone is in another room, the physical distance acts as a shield against the urge to browse. In the modern age, your environment isn't just physical. Your digital space is equally influential on your mind. The average person checks their phone dozens of times a day, often without even having a specific reason. Social media apps are designed by engineers to pull your attention and keep you scrolling through endless loops. If your home screen is covered in red notification badges, your brain will stay in a state of constant alertness. Try moving distracting apps into folders on the second or third page of your phone to create digital friction. Turn off all non-human notifications so that your phone only interrupts you when a person actually needs you. By tidying your digital environment, you reclaim hours of focus that were previously stolen by clever algorithms. The people around you are perhaps the most powerful environmental factor in your life and your success. We have an innate biological drive to mimic the behaviors of the tribe to fit in and feel safe. If your closest friends prioritize health and growth, you will naturally find yourself adopting those same values. However, if your social circle spends all their time complaining or indulging in bad habits, you will struggle. Environment isn't just about stuff. It's about the energy and expectations of the people you interact with daily. You don't need to ditch your old friends, but you should intentionally seek out groups that inspire you. When the normal thing to do in your group is the right thing, discipline becomes effortless. To master your decisions, you must become a master of friction, the resistance between you and an action. Every extra step required to perform a task makes it significantly less likely that you will follow through. If you want to work out in the morning, lay your clothes and shoes out the night before. By removing just 20 seconds of friction, you can change a habit that has plagued you for years. Similarly, add friction to your vices by unplugging the television or deleting food delivery apps. The more energy it takes to do something bad, the more likely your brain is to skip it entirely. Your desk is the cockpit of your productivity, and most of us are flying with broken instruments. Clear everything off your desk that isn't related to the specific task you are working on right now. Lighting, temperature, and even the scent of a room can influence your cognitive performance and mood. Natural light has been shown to improve focus and keep your circadian rhythm in check for better sleep. Create zones in your home, one for deep work, one for relaxation, and one for sleep. When you cross the threshold into your work zone, your brain should automatically shift into high gear. Never work in your bed, or your brain will forget that the bed is for sleeping, leading to insomnia. You don't need to rebuild your entire house today to start seeing the benefits of environmental design. Pick one area of your life where you feel stuck and identify one physical change you can make. Maybe it's taking the batteries out of the remote or putting a water bottle on your nightstand. The goal is to stop relying on motivation, which is fickle, and start relying on your surroundings. When you control your environment, you control the options your brain even considers in the first place. Now that you understand the hidden strings, it is time for you to become the architect of your own life. Stop asking for more willpower and start designing a world where willpower isn't even necessary. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit the like button and share this with someone who's struggling to stay focused. Subscribe for more insights into psychology and human behavior, and leave a comment below with one change you're making today. Thanks for watching, and remember, you aren't your habits, you are the product of your environment, so change it.